Greetings, my fellow freedom lovers and sovereign thinkers. Thank you for tuning in to LO3 Podcast. My name is Craig, transmitting from the beautiful swampy Mangrove, South Florida. And today's date is Sunday, December 6, 2020. Yeah, it's a nice little mellowed evening in the heart of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I like hanging out by the New River area. But the problem is, the only complaint I have is too many luxurious pigeonholes. How glamboyant, right? It was interesting because I was actually looking at the case that happened in North Miami. They had a report about that one person that chased this one individual down. I think it was Caloris Jenkins, and the victim was Xavier West. So I've taken the initiative on going a little bit further, even though, you know how the Miami Herald, and even I was watching the video footage. Sometimes the detective use assault weapon. Just, if you're a detective, be more specific. You know, this assault weapon is such a sham anyway. But according to his investigation, he has seen it was like 600 feet away, you know, or 530 feet away. So in that range. And so, based on that, you know, the things you don't do, okay? Like I said before, if you're going to chase somebody down, you have him on his hands and on his knees. Allegedly, if you make those shots, that don't count. But if you wait for the police to come, it'd be a different ball game. It was interesting because I was looking at here with Xavier West. It looks like he was on probation for armed robbery, and that was he was convicted of that. He was on probation for armed robbery on the date was closed on October 17th, 2011. And, of course, the battery charge, got dismissed. So it'll be interesting there, because, like I said, you always got to look at your facts. And with Jenkins, he looks like he had an ordeal with carrying a concealed weapon without a permit. But that got, tossed out as well. So we're just going to see how far this baby goes. It's just very interesting indeed. All right, and I had to throw that in there on my rant just to give you a little update on it. So, hey, Mr. Jenks is still innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. All right, so don't go for the drama, the rhetoric, and even when you look at some of the stories, observe responsibly. Okay, I love when people like to sensationalize, which that reporter did on this article I read Friday night. Okay, and you stand your ground, all that. Like, shut up, okay? Don't sensationalize or be a drama queen, okay? That's not how you get respect around me. Respect from me, excuse me. So I had to get that off my chest, but I'm gonna hear something that's interesting here. It'll be like one article I'm gonna be reading. And this is from the New American, written by Luis Miguel. It says the California Sheriff's Department says it won't go after violators of Newsom COVID-19 order. All right, came out today, and it says here, many law enforcement know that their oath is to the Constitution, not to tyrannical politicians. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department in California says it will not use law enforcement patrols to enforce the most recent COVID-19 restrictions enacted by Democrat Governor Gavin Newsom. In a statement, the department said it is aware of the governor's plan to modify Golden State's stay-at-home. Of course, he wants a stay-at-home order based on changes in the bed capacity at intensive care units. Newsom announced on Thursday that 4 out of 5 regions in the state will soon have fewer than 15% of beds available in the intensive care units of their regional hospital networks, which will trigger the new restrictions. The only region that did not meet the threshold for the restriction was the Bay Area. The governor said that when the order goes into effect, all bars, hair salons, barbershops, casinos, and indoor-outdoor playgrounds will be mandated to shut down. Okay, Mussolini knows best, right? Remember, he's related. I believe his aunt is Nancy Pelosi. So, birds of a feather flock together, right? San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department said it will focus not on direct enforcement, but on educating the public about the supposed dangers of defying the orders. We will continue to work closely with our county and city partners to best serve our communities. Read in the statement from the department, as has between the case since we were initially faced with difficulties of living and working through this pandemic together. Our goal is to educate and gain voluntary compliance regarding public health orders. We will continue to partner with our communities to deliver the law enforcement services they deserve while keeping health and safety of our staff and those we serve at the top, as a top priority, the statement added. Back in March, an online reporting system was set up in March through a cooperative of county departments for the public to voice concerns and lodge reports. Residents of San Bernardino County who contacted the Sheriff's Department to report alleged violators of state COVID-19 orders will instead be referred to the county's Joint Information Center so that cases can be adjudicated through those avenues. Based on the severity of the reports received, the case will be responded to by other city or county-based agencies. For an example, allegations by residents about individuals not wearing masks or not social distancing will not receive a law enforcement response. SBCSO Public Information Officer Brittany Rios told Fox News on Friday, "It is not our intent to utilize patrols," Rios said. The outlet notes, the department stressed in its statement that there is a level of trust given that the members of the community will show good judgment, act responsibly to slow the spread of the coronavirus in California. In Northern California, a conglomeration of counties announced that they will preemptively implement the state's regional stay-at-home orders. Alameda, Contra Costa, Marin, San Francisco, and Santa Clara counties, as well as Berkeley City, made the collective announcement Friday. It takes several weeks for new restrictions to slow rising hospitalizations, and waiting until only 50% of the region's ICU beds are available is just too late, explained San Francisco Health Officer Dr. Thomas Aragon. The time to act is now. The attitude of SBCSO contrasts with other governments and law enforcement agencies around the country. In Maryland, for instance, the residents of Old Line State are now being subjected to high visibility compliance units, combining units of state troopers and local police officers who have been charged with ensuring that businesses, bars, and restaurants are complying with capacity levels, mask wearing, and social distancing. The compliance unit went into force last week, right in time for Thanksgiving. Violators could be punished and forced to close down. The penalties up to $5,000 in fines or possibly 1 year in jail. Definitely breaches Maryland's Declaration of Rights, okay? All you gotta do is read, folks. The coronavirus-fueled police state is even more tyrannical abroad. In Britain, for example, the government is reportedly planning to roll out freedom passes and specialized passport certificates to those who have tested negative for COVID-19. Can we say papers, please? This immunity certificate would be stored on people's phones after they received a letter, card, or document from the government on testing negative. It is anticipated that this will allow Britons to visit their families, which is currently is largely prohibited, and to travel without a mask. There is nothing like fear of an invisible enemy to get people to give up their most basic liberties without a fight. It's interesting, too, with San Bernardino County, you can always take the initiative, all right, on saying, hey, this county is not going to enforce this, period. All right, that's just a fact. Remember, the county sheriff is the most powerful person in that particular jurisdiction. And in addition, you can even look at the California Constitution, Article 1, Section 1, about natural-born rights considered inalienable or inalienable. All right, so you can look that up too, folks. There's a lot of interesting things you can do. There's so many so many ways of countering these things. And it's not that hard. All you got to do is organize, read, implement, organize. All right? And even if you look at the state of California has a resolution. Okay? Check this out. I'm gonna head down there right now. Whoop. I'm looking through my little state of California has a resolution, okay, which was passed on February 16th, 2016. And Senate Joint Resolution 10 relative to the USA Patriot Act, all right? And when you read this, is whereas the state of California recognizes the Constitution of the United States of America is as our Charter of Liberty, and that the Bill of Rights enshrines the fundamental and inalienable rights of Americans, including freedom of religion, speech, assembly, and privacy. Okay? And the state of California has a distinguished history of safeguarding the freedoms of its residents. All right? And it says in the bill here, each of California's duly elected public servants has sworn to defend and uphold the United States Constitution and the Constitution of the state of California. All right, so you could throw that at them. So definitely, that's on the state of California, on the resolution of the Patriot Act. But the truth of the matter is, you can utilize it against Gavin Newsom. Okay, you got your ammunition. Don't be shy on using it. He'll hate it, but you know what? The hell with them. Plain and simple. I want to try to add this to the memo of on my footnotes when I can on this. Hopefully, I probably can. If not, just look it up. So I'll just give you guys that advance notice. But hey, all I gotta say, everything is self-explanatory. Their excuse is null and void. Okay, so that will be it. I thank everyone for listening. Plus, feel free to download and share throughout your social media networks. If you have any questions, comments, or be saying something interesting you want to check out, wherever you do, please send your correspondence from Decorum. Furthermore, I'll leave the footnotes of this episode on my Spreaker page. And if you want to contact me, you can hit me at LokiLuck3@gmail.com or LokiLuckNumbers03 at protonmail.com. And if you want to do a donation, support the New American. Okay, if you can, or you can hit me at paypal.me/LokiLuck3. All right, once again, thank you for your time. Plus, always remember that demoniac resistance is healthy for the soul and can liberate humanity. Until next time, take care of yourselves, keep on spreading the love, and may your guardian spirits be with you.